regular map. So we can kind of split the room up into quarters. And I'm going to suggest that if you're going to stick around and give your input in this forum, then maybe we can have those of you in the rear start with the action plan. If you're up here, start here. If you're in the rear back there, start with the significant statements. If you're in the front on this side of the room, start with the draft management zone and maybe make your way around the room clockwise. I know it's not everybody's going to be moving as a group, and then that's fine, but at least that will give us a little bit of a means of spreading out at the beginning.
And before everybody breaks free, my name's Jeff Marcinkowski. I'm Fruitland Township Supervisor. And I just wanted to let everybody know that we have a really good working relationship with the DNR, the local management, Greg Sherburne and his staff. And we've brought the DNR in here. I don't know if they have a place to hold a group like this. So they're residents in the township by proxy. They may not live in the township, but they have a great presence here. So we allow them to use the space. We work really good with them. There was a cemetery comment on there, and we've already put signage up. We've already designated the perimeter of the cemetery, all right? And we're gonna do whatever else we can do to, I guess, make it a better place. The other thing is that I send out a letter every year to Mr. Olson, who's their boss, and I tell him, or I ask him, request of him, that if this state park ever goes up on disposal, that Fruitland Township is interested in being the custodial and the group that would take care of it, because we would really not like to see it go into private hands. So on the disposal side, I keep reminding them every year that we're interested. So we are definitely engaged with the DNR. And the only other thing I want to say is that I am a beekeeper along with Scott Erdman. And if the State Park, Department of Natural Resources, bees are a natural resource. If you ever make a decision to create pollinator gardens or pollinator areas inside parks, contact us. I'm glad to help.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'd like to thank Jeff and the township for letting us meet in their room, not just here, but for some of our planning meetings too. As he says, we've really got nowhere else to go. And to thank all of you as well for taking time out of your evening tonight. As I said, you're welcome to chat to any of us. Please be patient as we make our way around the room, or provide your comments online. Yes?
So when you talk about the parking and the 14 boat trailer stations, has anyone done any historical data of that? Like park staff, have they monitored and said, you know, June 13th, there's this many cars in the park, July 4th, there's this many trailers parked in the spot? Because it would seem to me, before you really think about expanding the parking area, you really need to have the historical data that says that this parking is overburdened. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah, well, we know that there's overflow. The boat trailers are parking along the road and in the parking spaces. So there are, there is demand. One thing that is new is that there is now a land use order of the director. So when, and I don't believe this park's part of it, but some of the busier parks, once the parking fills up, photos get turned away. But that doesn't make people real happy either. So we're trying to find, what works best. So I don't know if you've got anything to add, Greg, on the anecdotal, what problem we're trying to solve.
One issue is the parking, but and maybe there is demand for more parking, but I think the bigger issue is how much Duck Lake can stand and use these. So I think that's the more important thing. Duck Lake was a small lake.
I agree.
So I've heard some people mention capacity and things, and back in the 1960s, the DNR did have guidelines for how many parking spots there should be on each lake. And this lake size, the formula was 15 parking spaces which equated to around 20. I'm just throwing that out there when people say
I've got
capacity.
all the original.
Yeah, but we don't
applications
use that
before.
anymore because like you say, every lake is different, so
And the
we
lake
don't.
since then has much more traffic and development on the west end. So 20 power boats on this small lake is just not realistic whatsoever.
Plus the residents.
Okay.
For the
Well,
health of the
Yeah,
lake.
write it down, we've heard it. So after this meeting, we will come back together as a team, look at the comments we've received and see what changes we want to make. So write it down, it's great that you brought it up orally, but when you write it down, that's how we'll get it as part of our system. So with that, thank you very much, we will be here, come talk to us, come visit the stations, give us your input, or if you want to go out. And I would also like to thank Jeff, if you didn't see it, there's coffee outside, and some cookies and water, so help us